Despicable Me is one of the best modern animated franchises. These movies are heartfelt and funny, which allows adults and teens to like them, but then there's also the minions that allow the 4-year-olds to enjoy. I really liked 2022's Rise of Gru, so I was very excited going into Despicable Me 4. Today, I will be going over my thoughts on this film and how it compares to the other installments in the Despicable Me franchise. Overall, I thought this movie was okay. It wasn't as bad as some other films this year, but it wasn't anything special. I thought it was, as the other films are, funny and heartfelt. I actually got surprisingly emotional in this, more so than even Inside Out 2, but that is a far superior film to this, which sort of feels like a straight-to-DVD sequel. As always, Steve Carell is fantastic as Gru. He is extremely funny and likable, even with all the questionable stuff he does. In this movie, we are introduced to Gru Jr., who I wasn't really a fan of. Some of the gags were funny, but overall he just felt like an unnecessary plot device and a waste of space in an already crowded film. The biggest effect of the addition of Gru Jr. was that my favourite 3 characters, the girls Margot, Edith and Agnes, got significantly less screen time. I thought Margot starting school in a new town and trying to be friends with Poppy, who I will get into later, could have been really interesting, but we don't even get one scene with her inside the high school. Instead, we get Gru getting a banana spat on him in the school car park. I wish they could have had 1 or 2 scenes of Margot trying to fit in so it could compete with Inside Out 2, which is coming out at a really similar time and deals with similar themes. Edith never has really been anything more than comedic relief, so she served her purpose and I liked her karate scene. Agnes was, as always, adorable. Her relationship with Fluffy the Unicorn was the most emotional part of the film, and almost had me in tears. I just feel bad for Elsie Fisher, who didn't return after getting so much hate in the Summer I Turned Pretty Season 2. Also taking attention away from the girls was Poppy, played by Joey King. I thought her character was kind of funny, but also a bit annoying. Her wanting to rob Gru's high school was a bit too convenient, and also I thought her character arc had a bad ending, but still, she was fun, and I really liked the callback to the Kissing Booth movies. I didn't love Kristen Wiig's Lucy in this film. Her storyline with the hair was just like a bit too ridiculous, and she didn't really have a big role in the main plot. I thought her and Gru trying to fit in made for some funny scenes, but the whole thing just becomes so irrelevant in the end that the movie and her character feels pointless. I used to love the Minions when I was younger, but they're just not funny anymore. I was more interested in Margot and Agnes and Poppy instead of the Megaminions subplot, which I thought was so unoriginal and unfunny. However, there was an adorable little boy next to me who had a blast and was just like giggling and laughing the whole time that the Minion scenes just like felt so much better because I could like feel this little boy's joy watching it. So yeah, it brought me back to when I watched the first Despicable Me movie, so that kind of made my thoughts a bit happier about the Minions story. The villain of this film was a little too extra and the cricket joke just wasn't that funny. The whole storyline was a bit ridiculous in the first place, but they got the right person for the job, as Will Ferrell, as we know by now, is game for pretty much anything, and Sofia Vergara was very funny as his villainous assistant. Overall, I thought Despicable Me 4 was a good enough entry into this franchise. It is definitely the weakest Despicable Me movie so far, unless you're counting the first Minions. It leaned too far into the kiddiness, but still had enough laughs and tears to make it a solid 7 out of 10. That was my review for Despicable Me 4. Are you going to check it out in theaters or wait till it hits Netflix? Let me know down below. Have a great day. Bye!